Hi, I'm attorney Carmiece Graves, and I practice family law in the Washington, D.C., Maryland area. And today's video is for my business owners. If you own a business and divorce may be in your future, this video is for you. The first thing I'd like to discuss is how the court deals with marital property in general. See, your business is a marital asset. So let's lay some foundation, and then we'll get into the specifics of how a business is assessed by the courts. So first step is you have to determine which of their assets are marital property. Not everything you own is a marital asset. The first thing the court wants to know is whether the asset was acquired during the course of the marriage. Now, this really goes against a myth that I'd like to take care of right now that I hear a lot from my clients and people in general. The myth goes like this. If I own an asset that's singly titled in my name and I pay for it from my income, it's my property and it's not marital property. That is not true. Let me give you an example. I hear this a lot. I had a townhome that I purchased before I got married, and I work and all of my money is used towards the payment of the mortgage on that property. And the question is that marital property? And a lot of people believe that it's not. Wrong. No, that assessment is not that clear cut, because it's not only property acquired after you were married, but any property that appreciates during the marriage as well. And also any money acquired between you and your spouse that's used towards an asset. So that question, I know that's a lot already. That question, it's not that black and white. There's a lot of gray there, but it's the first question nonetheless we have to answer in this valuation process. First, is the asset marital property? So now that we have completed step one, and it has been in fact determined that the asset is marital property, we move on to step two, which is assessing the asset's value. Valuing your business is an in-depth process. We will assemble a team of CPAs and financial professionals to go through the books and assess, what the property is of the company, any liabilities, do a profit and loss statement. We're going to go heavy on the financials, and the opposing party will be doing the same. Both parties may have their own separate valuations, and hopefully we can come to an agreement as to what the value is, and if not, the court may be employed to make that decision. So step three, now that we have assessed the value of the business, either the parties have come to some sort of agreement as to what the value is, or the court has made a determination, now it's time to determine what, if any, portion of that business your spouse may be entitled to. At this point, I don't know where we are. Hopefully we're still in mediation and we can work this out between the parties. But ultimately, if not, the court will opine. They will make a determination as to the marital interest that your spouse and you have in this marital asset. Hopefully this video has given you at least an inkling as to how complex this area is. But hopefully you got the silver lining, and there was a gem in here that with proper planning, we can mitigate risk, and my job is to protect your assets. If it was overwhelming and confusing, absolutely. That's why it's important for us to hit the ground running so we're not caught flat-footed or blindsided by a future divorce. Or we could use the time very wisely to plan. So if you need more information, feel free to call. Let's schedule a consultation to talk. The information to book a consultation is provided below in this video.